Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So LSU's offense will get the first swing today. So here we are at the semifinal stage. The final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kurt, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure. And now the winner tonight can head off for the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
Looking to throw. It's Baker. The receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Looking to throw again. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Bringing pressure. He'll avoid a tackle there with a slide. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. The pass rush closing in. Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And now they'll set up for the point after. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Got the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here comes a handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to throw it on third and very long. With the catch, it's Marsh. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Back to pass. It's Baker. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. And, boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing linebacker.
Handoff heading left. Nowhere to run up the middle. And they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. Pass caught, but not good for 1st down yardage. Offense looking to punt now. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They've got him down out near the 40.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Hilton. Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelbacker, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground here. He's got the first and still going. You bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a 1st down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. They're going to run it here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Can he make it to the marker? He shreds the tackle. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. How about the receiver? The reception nets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This will be a 45-yard attempt. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Makes a move and breaks free. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
And it's complete. Little shovel pass. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Over the middle, it's Flanagan. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Goes out to stiff arm. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Marsh.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Going for the touchdown here. Oh, the pass is picked off.
The offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the interception.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to throw. It's Baker. Caught. Completion. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
How about the defense taking advantage? 3rd down and inches. They blitz, expecting run, but instead, the quarterback has the ball, and they come up with a sack.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Makes a quick grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he's going to pass it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Notre Dame, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
To throw, it's Baker. Receiver grabs it. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Back to throw again. Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's caught. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. It's another 1st down as they get near the 50 now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pass caught. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They look to throw it here on second down. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. LSU getting set with a first and 10 coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Love those positive yards on first and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. That's a design quarterback keeper. Mowers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. The back's got it. Breaks an open space. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Hilton. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they...
And it's hauled in way downfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. We get the second half started with a running play. Nice shot to bring him down. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Makes the ground. It's Hilton. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That completion makes it second and medium. Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
You make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Inside give now from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. And then first down right back to the running game. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that
looking downfield near the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 39-yard attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And the game is now tied. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid game.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Receiver in motion now. And 3rd and short, try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Looks like LSU has the 1st down. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Scanning the field. It's Baker. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They bring the... field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Throwing off play action. The short completion of the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. To click now. Ball handed off. All right, test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
And now the running back's got it again. He's past the marker and still going. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
A There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
They're going to run it. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score on the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Touchdown, Tigers! And that will give them the lead now.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. Grab down the middle. It's Flanagan. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Pocket breaking down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Punt team ready to boot it away. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. They'll run it here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Back in motion now. Second down, they're going to throw it. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he's got it. 57 yards out and never in doubt.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. And I think it's...
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep down the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. It's another deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. On the run, it's Kennedy.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. There's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays. They've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's 3rd down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. They'll ride the back again here. 1st down and more. He's still running. Gets some space and on the 30. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Grinding away on the ground. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Okay, brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Oh, really nice by the big fella there, defensive tackle. He never bought into that play-action fake and went right in for the quarterback and brought him down.
Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
And he's brought down there. And a player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout while they check him out. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Bringing pressure. They trap him for a sack. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. Good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
The offense starts with excellent field position. Here comes a handoff. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
LSU now operating in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Now the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Running play called on 3rd and short. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And the extra point makes the lead 20 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
It's an out route. The catch made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a fourth down stop. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.